Good evening and welcome back to my channel. We all have a story. Let's see if I can get some more lighting in here. It's not too bad. No, could be better, but whatever. It's evening. Say hello, Rocky. Say hello. Hello. I hope everyone's doing well. I am doing better than I have in a while, and I'm thankful. The last number of days I've felt pretty darn good, which is good. I've been to Mexico. I tried to record a video in Mexico, but I ran out of storage on my phone. I deleted something like, I don't know, a couple thousand pictures on my phone. So hopefully this will record the whole video. So in Mexico, the only thing that they found out any different, other than, what I already knew, but the only thing they found out different was that for some reason, my cholesterol has gone from being perfectly fine to being way out of control over the last, 6 months or so. I did not have a problem with cholesterol prior to like 6 months ago, but I think I know what happened, and it was my own fault. So Hoxsey, they have multiple different types of tonics, and one is full iodine, one is reduced iodine, and one is no iodine, and I'm sure they have others too that, for other people that have other issues. Iodine tends to make, too much iodine tends to make my thyroid go completely out of whack. And when your thyroid's out of whack, it often affects your cholesterol. So I realized that for the last number of months, I had been taking the wrong tonic. I was taking some leftover tonic from a previous time, and I thought I was taking the low iodine stuff, but I should have been taking the no iodine stuff. Anyway, so I had way too much iodine in my system. And I feel like maybe, who knows, I don't know, I never really know. I just have my guesses with things. That's why I'm feeling better, is because my iodine is under control. They gave me some supplements for my thyroid. My thyroid is better hopefully getting under control, and so maybe my cholesterol is getting under control. So yay. I mean, I don't know if any of that's happening. I just know that I feel better. I am not sleepy like I always am, like I have been. I am not, I just have been feeling horrible for months. And I'm not feeling horrible right now. So next thing is I finally was able to get an appointment with Memorial Sloan Kettering up in New York. I'm not real happy. I mean, I think I know how it's going to go, and I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to be happy about. Because, I wanted to speak to a surgeon because I want to get surgery on my liver. And they said, well, you need to talk to an oncologist first. And I was like, great. If I talk to an oncologist, they're just going to tell me that they want me to do chemo or radiation. I just know it. And they can't just tell me that. I don't know why they can't just say that to me. You send me an email or something and tell me, but maybe they won't say that. I feel like they will, but maybe they won't. But I have to go all the way up to New York to find out. They can't just send me an email and tell me, or they can't just call me on the phone and tell me. I have to go all the way to New York to find out if they're going to refer me to a surgeon and do surgery on me. Like I said, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to tell me they want me to do chemo or radiation to shrink these tumors first. And so I'd spend all this money to go up to New York to find that out. But hey, I get a reduced price trip to New York out of it because their clinic is in Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan. And if I was to go up to Midtown Manhattan just on a whim to go visit New York, hotel costs up there in Midtown anyway are like $600 to like $1,200 or $1,300 a night for regular old hotel rooms, not for the big fancy things. I mean, they're not slummy motels, but your regular Hilton or What was the other one? Just your regular hotels, normal hotels. Hilton, I guess, is kind of a nicer hotel, but nonetheless, it's not like Ritz Carlton or anything. Anyway, because I get to have the rate that the hospital has negotiated with these hotels, it's like about a third of that cost. So that's nice. Um, so I get a trip to New York. I've been through New York City, like driving through, but I haven't stopped and seen any of the sights. So that'll be kind of neat, kind of nice. Wish I could take some of my family with me, but nobody is available to go with me. But my son's mother in law says that she um, might be able to go with me, so that's nice. At least somebody will go. I don't want to experience New York by myself. Now, I know that she's been up there before because she's got family that lives up there. But I haven't. I haven't. So I am going to take an extra day and hope that I feel good enough to do the New York thing because it's a pretty stressful day. And I mean, you got to be young and healthy and to run around New York City and see all the sights. Only thing I really care to see is Central Park and maybe Times Square. It's really the only thing I care to see. I don't need to see the Statue of Liberty, and I don't need to really see Wall Street and Central Park and Times Square. And I think I'll be pretty happy with that. Um, and then I'd like to eat some good food. And leave it at that. I'll be happy. My hotel is not very far from Central Park. I think it's something like 7 blocks from Central Park, which I don't know what city blocks are like up in New York. Maybe a block seems a lot farther in New York than they do like here. But anywho, another interesting thing I found out about New York is you can take a helicopter from LaGuardia Airport. Oh, maybe it's JFK. Oh, it might be JFK. I'm flying into LaGuardia. But it might be JFK. But you can take a helicopter to Manhattan for only like $125. I mean, it's $100 to take a cab or an Uber. I mean, it's only like, I don't know, $15 to take the subway, if even. Maybe not even that much. But man, wouldn't that be cool to go to New York City and take a helicopter from the airport? That would be pretty darn cool. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, so had been feeling pretty crappy for a good little while, but I'm feeling better now. This is how it's been going. I go through periods where I feel good. I go through periods where I don't feel good. But that's me. That's my next month of life. I'm really hoping what I really, 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 really wish that they would do is that they would approve me for surgery. Because I just feel like that's all that needs to happen. Just cut this stuff out of my liver and call it a day. And then maybe I could be cured, Because, I have a CAT scan on Monday. And I guess I'll find out if there's been any spreading. As of yet, it's been 2 years with no spreading. So just cut these things out and I'm good. I'm done. It's over with. So, but it's not that easy. You can't just go and have the stuff that you want done. They always have to have a reason why they can't do it or why they shouldn't do it or whatever. But anywho, so thanks for watching. What else? I've had some things I've wanted to talk about that were not cancer related, that were more theology related, but I won't mix and mingle the topics. We'll just leave it at this. And if I can ever feel like putting makeup on again, I feel like I don't want to subject you guys to my makeuped face. it's not pretty. So I try to only do videos whenever I get makeup on, but I don't always feel like putting it on. And a lot of times it's like, why put it on? I'm not going anywhere today. But I did go somewhere today. I went today and I painted a picture at one of these little studios where you go and you paint with friends and you have a good time. You can bring drinks, but I can't drink. And the people I went with, my daughter-in-law and her mother, they don't drink. So my picture's over there, but it's sideways. I wonder if I could flip this. Can I flip the camera around? No. Nope. I don't know how to flip it while I'm actually on it. So, well, whatever. You don't get to see my picture. Sorry. If I can figure out how to add it on to the end of this video, I'm terrible with all the. So, I mean, I know how to go onto my computer and download a video and add pictures to it and edit it and all that stuff, but I just don't do that anymore. It's too much to deal with. Maybe one day when I get healthy, I'll get back into that sort of thing. But anyway, I guess that's all. I hope everyone is doing well. Please pray that I don't have to go all the way up to New York City to find out that they can't help me. I pray that they will help me, and I pray that I can be on the path to total recovery. You know, I don't need them to recover. All I need is a word is God to say, yes, you are healed. He can do that. He doesn't do it a lot in today's day and age, it seems, but he can do it if he so desires. But let's hope that I can get the surgery. And if you would pray for that, and I will pray for you. Just tell me what you need me to pray for, whatever's going on with you. Yeah, that's all. I hope you all have a great Sunday this weekend. Today's Friday, so pray for me that I can find a church. The church I was going to, I couldn't keep going there. Nobody talks to you there. Nobody has anything to do with you. And what's the point of going to a church if people don't want nothing to do with you? So I decided that I really want to find another church, and I'm kind of struggling. So pray for me. Pray that God will lead me to the right church, because it is important to be in a church where you can grow, where because of your presence, the people there can grow, where everybody is, serving the Lord and working together, and you're growing, they're growing. It's got to be a good church. And I want to be in a good church. So pray that that the Lord would lead me to a good place of worship. And have a great weekend. Thank you for listening if you made it this far, and God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.